TRN News.
The state of Tennessee has carried out its first execution in 5 years. Paul Miles reports.
Inmate Smith was pronounced dead at 10:47 a.m.
75-year-old Oscar Smith received a lethal injection at the Riverbend Maximum Security Institution. Smith was convicted of fatally stabbing and shooting his estranged wife, Judy, and her 2 teenage sons, Chad and Jason, in Nashville in 1989. Terry Osborne is the sister and aunt of the victims.
The pain of losing Judy, Chad, and Jason is something that we will continue to carry. It's not a moment that goes by that we don't miss them.
The last execution carried out in Tennessee was in 2020 when Nick Sutton died in the state's electric chair. I'm Paul Miles.
And I'm Joe Lincoln.
Number 1 for news from across the state. This is the Tennessee Radio Network.
Every year, millions of Americans are exposed to a contagious virus.
It's not a disease.
But it's toxic.
It's not genetic.
But we're all at risk.
You can contract it from a stranger or a friend.
You can catch it at the movies
or by listening to a song.
And if you spent even a minute on the internet,
you've definitely been exposed.
What is this virus? It's stigma.
Stigma.
It's stigma.
Stigma may not directly affect you,
but it harms the 1 in 5 Americans living with mental health conditions.
Stigma promotes an environment of shame,
fear, and silence,
which prevents millions of people from seeking help.
Stigma isn't just harmful. You also risk coming across as a real jerk.
But there's good news.
The National Alliance on Mental Illness believes stigma towards mental illness is 100% curable.
And it's pretty easy to find out if you have it.
So do yourself and everyone a favor.
Go to curestigma.org and get tested for stigma.
An EF1 tornado leaves a path of destruction across parts of Middle Tennessee. The powerful twister ripped through Cumberland County on Wednesday, damaging homes, trees, and landmarks. At least 5 homes were severely damaged, according to the local emergency management agency. Big Lick Presbyterian Church and Big Lick Cemetery were also hit. Crews are on the scene assessing the damage. An EF1 tornado was also confirmed in Oliver Springs. Memphis leaders say a recent crime crackdown led to more than 160 arrests, including 50 known gang members. Operation Rolling Thunder ran from late April to mid-May and also resulted in gun and drug seizures, plus 10 federal indictments. City officials say gang-related crime dropped significantly during the operation. Mayor Paul Young and Police Chief C.J. Davis say the effort marks a turning point as Memphis continues battling high violence rates. I'm Joe Lincoln, Tennessee Radio Network News.
From the Cookeville Communications News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. After 20 years, DeKalb County will have a new sheriff come September 2026. Sheriff Patrick Ray announced to WJLE Smithville Thursday he will not be seeking re-election to a 6th term. Voters first elected Ray sheriff in 2006. He has served longer in the office than any other person. The Cookeville Police Department has announced it's increasing seatbelt enforcement as the unofficial start to summer begins. In a Thursday press release, the department said the effort is part of the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration's nationwide Click It or Ticket campaign. The press release said nighttime enforcement will be a particular focus and that law enforcement would make a no-excuse approach during the campaign. The State Wildlife Resources Agency reminding all boaters to brush up on boating safety skills as they prepare for the summer boating season. The agency says officers will be out on Tennessee's waterways this Memorial Day weekend to remove impaired boaters and check for other violations. That's the news from the Cookeville Communications News Center. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
From the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Friday morning forecast. It's Memorial Day weekend eve, and we started out on a chilly note with many areas falling to around 50 early this morning. We'll warm up to around 70 this afternoon under sunny skies. Winds will be out of the northwest at around 5 miles per hour. Skies will be partly cloudy overnight with lows around 50 and calm winds. Saturday will feature partly sunny skies with scattered showers and storms developing in the afternoon. Highs will be around 70. Rain and storm chances will increase Sunday as a disturbance moves through. Highs will again top out around 70. Unfortunately, our Memorial Day is shaping up to be wet and stormy with highs in the mid-70s. Be sure you're following Upper Cumberland Weather on Facebook and X for the latest weather information.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Wake up, Cookeville, it's a brand new day. Jason and Sheila got so much to say. From the heart of Putnam to the downtown streets, they're bringing you the buzz, the people you'll meet. Tuning dial up, let the stories flow. Good morning, Cookeville, it's a place to go. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic and share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. From festivals to fairs, local art to the games, they're keeping you connected, knowing all the names. With laughter and stories, the hour flies by. Jason and Sheila keep the good vibes high. Tune in, dial up, let the stories flow. Good morning, Cookeville, it's a show to know. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. Oh, good morning, Cookeville. Every morning feels so bright with local voices by your side. Jason and Sheila keep it real. Cookeville's heartbeat you can feel. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. So grab your coffee, start your day. Good morning, Cookeville's on the way.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila here. We're in the Willow Window Studio. It's 6:07. Today is Friday.
Yeah, woo woo.
It's the 23rd of May. Happy Friday morning, Sheila Scruggs.
Well, it's going to be mostly sunny today, a high close to 70 for us, but we're starting out kind of chilly with 49.
Met a guy yesterday, a guy and his wife. It was Jamie and Tiffany, and they started watching Hub Plus because of the weather coverage, and they didn't know anything about us.
Yeah.
Well, they turned it on the next morning, and it was still Hub Plus.
Yeah.
And there we were, and they took to watching, and now they like it. So,
oh, thank you guys.
So to Jamie and Tiffany, thanks for getting up and
real good
and being part of the Good Morning Cookeville family here on Hub Plus.
Yeah, that's one of our segments. The real good.
Right.
Y'all will learn that.
A few things you need to know: the Making a Mark on Monterey project soon will be going here. That's from Leadership Putnam's class of 2025 with the Putnam County Chamber of Commerce. They're going to have a ribbon cutting for that on Wednesday, June 18th at 10. 13 benches at key locations around Monterey. So like B-Rock, Meadow Creek Park, of course, the Depot. Rafferty and Dale need a place to sit outside.
They do. Yeah.
Now they have one.
I love it.
They are just a few whittling sticks away from it being really good.
And Dale is the best storyteller ever. So
Right.
sit with Dale if you can someday.
Sit with Dale and whittle. I'd watch that podcast.
I would too. Whittling with Dale.
Whittling with Dale.
We know all the history of this area and all the different stories, even ghost stories.
Yeah,
I mean,
Dale's, if you go to the Monterey Depot Museum, Dale's the guy you'll meet when you go. So, great guy.
he's like part of our history too.
And Rafferty's good too.
Yeah, we like Rafferty. No, we do. He's great. We like to pick on him because he's our buddy. Ron Pfeiffer, he emailed me yesterday or sent me a message through Facebook. They're going to be having that rock concert for the troops. Shattered is his band.
Oh, good.
Salute to the Troops concert will be held this Saturday, the 24th, at downtown Sparta Amphitheater. It's a free concert. It starts at 6. All the public is welcome. And they're raising money for the Wounded Warrior Project of America. And they'll be raffling off chances to win an electric guitar, y'all.
Sweet.
Isn't that cool? With proceeds going to that worthy cause. And they're looking forward to rocking for you guys. So, Ron, thanks for sending that.
That's awesome.
This coming Saturday night at 6 p.m. Sparta Amphitheater.
Tomorrow night.
Oh my gosh! I kept thinking it was Friday for the last 2 days, and now that it's Friday, I'm thinking it's Monday or something.
Well, don't be doing that, Sheila.
Y'all, I'm sorry, I messed up.
Officials with the Jackson County Veterans Hall, they're planning on, well, at least they're starting to plan, and this is great, for a new building to house the Veterans Museum. Glenn Jones, who's been in here several times, says the Veterans Hall's been in the courthouse, just like basically a wall. Then it turned into a museum, and now they're out of space. So they're wanting to build a larger building that would house the Jackson County Historical Society Museum, and wants it to be fireproof and handicap accessible. And then Veterans Hall and County Archives will be in there as well. So see where they get with that. But at Glenn Jones, he's got a way of getting things done.
Yeah, he does. Speaking of history, he knows that for the area as well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's the Putnam County Archivist and also
That's right.
Jackson County Archivist.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, fun to talk to, that's for sure.
Yeah. Well, Peach Festival is happening next Saturday. That's at the Putnam County Fairgrounds. They've got free parking, petting zoo, bounce house for the kids, even free kids entry, but $3 for adults. So that's still good price. Peach flavored or scented everything. Even peach cobblers, peach cotton candy. I've never had a peach cotton candy.
Or if they'll have peach knee-high.
Oh,
The best knee-high is peach
it is the
knee-high.
best. It really is, y'all. If y'all haven't tried it and you're a big fan of peaches, y'all need to try that. Let's see. Peach Photography Minis with Betty Jean Company.
Betty Jean.
Betty Jean, I
How
love
you
that
doing, Betty Jean?
name. And then it's got 15 plus food trucks.
All right. Salina, the American Legion up there, Post 18, they're going to have 621 crosses this weekend at the Clay County Courthouse. So if you're in Salina around Clay County, go by the courthouse to see that. It's to honor the veterans from Clay County.
That's really neat.
And so that's a really cool thing. They're doing 621 crosses.
That's a lot.
And there's 2 names on each.
Oh, wow.
So
That's a lot of people.
a lot of
I think that's great they're doing
people
that.
from Clay County's made the ultimate sacrifice for all our freedom. And that'll be a cool thing to see and a sad thing to see and a somehow prideful thing to see all at the same time.
It's almost like bittersweet, too.
I wouldn't know the emotion, but anyway, if you happen to be in Salina around the courthouse, that's what those crosses are.
And I want to remind y'all, there's going to be Putnam County graduation. Even the Vital graduation is this weekend or today through Saturday, like Saturday morning.
I think Vital School was yesterday.
Was it yesterday?
Yeah. Tonight is Upperman. Then tomorrow morning it's Cookeville, and then Monterey is at 4:00 on Saturday.
We wanted to tell you because there's going to be lots of traffic through town. You're probably going to be wondering what's going on. That's the graduations are happening.
Yeah.
We're going to have some of those on Hub Plus as well.
Yeah, we're going to have Upperman tonight, Cookeville tomorrow, and Monterey tomorrow afternoon. The Putnam County schools will be on Hub Plus starting this evening. So
that's great.
Thankful for that partnership with Putnam County Schools. Hey, way to go, Putnam County. one of 14 counties to have no findings in its audit from the Tennessee Comptroller's Office.
Oh,
way to go. Yeah. 95 counties, only 14 got through with, with aces, and we were one of them.
Oh, that's impressive.
Yeah,
We
so
need a trophy.
way to go, Sam Sandlin, and of course Mayor Randy Porter and the county commission for keeping us clean, keeping the feds off of us.
So do you have anything else?
Yeah. Tech has retained the services of a consulting firm to go look for a replacement for Mark Wilson for athletic director. They're hoping that really speeds up the process, because the consulting firm will go and vet and narrow down the choices and then give those to Tech and say, here's a few that we found that fit your needs. And so they're looking for an athletic director that's very business minded, since that's how college sports is, especially with the athletic director. So that's what they're looking for. And said they hadn't looked for an athletic director in 20 years. So it's been a second. So they thought hiring a consulting firm would work out. The Gilly Pool is opening up this weekend, May 24th at 10 a.m. So tomorrow at 10 o'clock, Gilly Pool in McMinnville is open. Rafferty just texted me, said that he bet me that I wouldn't say I love him on the air. I don't know what the bet is, Rafferty, but get ready to pay up. I love you, Rafferty.
I love you, Rafferty.
Think I wouldn't say something?
Rafferty.
And this is just
Don't get your feelings hurt. You know he picks on me all the time too.
And this is a reminder, still looking for Roy Whited in Sparta, White County, and they're doing a balloon launch for Roy tomorrow at Dorosset Church of Christ. That's at 9315 Crossville Highway. And if you want to participate in that, you can just, I guess, just go to the church. I don't know how many balloons they got, but I'm sure they've got enough to go around. Also on Memorial Day on WCTE, it's the National Memorial Day concert, and Joe Mantegna and Gary Sinise are going to host. Lieutenant Dan is going to do it, and they'll be honoring military service of our troops, veterans, wounded warriors, and all of those who have given their lives for our nation and our families. One more, Sheila.
Oh my gosh, you're just full of good news and things we need to know.
This is confirmed a black bear sighting in Livingston yesterday.
Wow.
There were people who thought they saw one. Sure enough, it's been confirmed in the city limits of Livingston. So the police officers there are monitoring the situation. They've asked all residents to follow precautions like secure your trash bins, remove any outdoor pet food, don't approach or attempt to feed the bear, Sheila.
Look, I love animals, but I'm smart about them.
Stay, and then just stay alert. And
your pets, especially your cats and small dogs, especially. Don't let them out by themselves, because that might be bear food. For lack of a better way of saying it.
Yeah.
So, but
I don't think a bear would eat a cat or a dog.
They do have their diet's more berries and stuff, but just watch your trash. Basically, I've seen videos.
They might kill a dog or a cat.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
They won't eat it.
I'm saying.
Well,
you still got to be cautious. But I've seen all those videos of bears in Gatlinburg. Smart. They open up vehicles and everything. If it's food in it, they smell it.
They find it. That's right.
So be on the lookout.
Yeah. Your 2 cents is brought to you by Freedom Pond. That's at 49 Mayberry Street there in Sparta. What's our question today?
Well, I want to say one thing. I talked to Dana Teeple, who manages Freedom Pond. He said they will be open Memorial Day.
Oh, good.
What was always your favorite thing about the end of the school year?
Doing absolutely nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that was my favorite part. We'll see what you said coming up. Just go to our Facebook page on Good Morning Cookeville and answer Sheila's question there. We'd love to see what you think about that, but it's definitely doing nothing. 6:19 now. It's Good Morning Cookeville. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio. Hang out with us. We'll be right back.
Discover unbeatable value at Freedom Pawn, your ultimate one-stop shop. Conveniently located at 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta, we offer a vast selection of guns, ammo, knives, instruments, cameras, game systems, jewelry, tools, kayaks, trailers, and more. Whether you're buying, selling, or trading, our expert team is here to help. We're now open on Mondays, so visit Freedom Pawn Monday through Saturday. Come see us and experience the difference. Freedom Pawn, the friendliest and cleanest pawn shop in the Upper Cumberland.
Your home, your sanctuary. This includes your outdoor haven as well as the interior of your home. Willow Window can elevate your outdoors today with elegant and innovative products from SummerSpace. From awnings and outdoor shades to porch enclosure systems, transform your porch to your favorite part of your home. SummerSpace has the perfect solution specific to your needs. Call Willow Window today for your free estimate, 931-WINDOW-1.
Unlock the best of local entertainment with Hub Plus. Do you have Roku? Download the Hub Plus app today. Dive into exclusive content like Good Morning Cookeville presented by Elevate Real Estate, catch all the action with high school sports from Upper Cumberland Reporter, and stay updated with the latest weather from Upper Cumberland Weather. Plus, enjoy fantastic local shows such as The Randy Porter Show and Cookeville Lifestyles Show. Don't miss out. Download the Roku app now and start exploring.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila. We're here in the Willow Window Studio. 6:21 now. Good morning, Cookeville's brought to you by our friends over at Elevate Real Estate.
Real estate.
Yeah. Oh, I pressed the wrong button, Sheila. There we go.
Hi. We are at 50 right now. Expect a high around 70. Your 2 cents is brought to you by Freedom Pawn, Mayberry Street in Sparta. They'll be open tomorrow and Monday.
All right.
So they're ready to see you and make some deals there. Your guns and ammo store, best pawn shop around too. Really clean. They've got several different things. They've got lots of tools, weed eaters, even jewelry, Pokemon cards if you're into trading those. So go by and see them when you're off on tomorrow or Memorial Day. What was always your favorite thing about the end of the school year? Well, I'll tell you, I always had to ride the bus to school.
Mm-hmm.
But our bus driver, she was so cool. She let us have like a water balloon fight. She'd pull over on
really?
like right in the country somewhere, and she'd let us having that, and even fill up
that's
our,
fun.
our little spray guns and water balloons by the creek.
Down by the creek.
I'm surprised she didn't get in trouble for all that.
You didn't get in trouble for stuff like that back then.
I mean, it was. Last day of school.
Yeah.
So I even that was one of those the 2-hour day going to school, and I'm like, let's get this. I'm ready for this water balloon fight.
Mm-hmm.
It was so much fun.
Oh, last day of school is kind of like if you've given your 2-week notice at work.
Yes.
And that last 2 weeks that you're working.
You don't
really care about anything anymore.
Exactly.
That's one of the best feelings in the world, and that's the feelings that
the last day of school was.
You get on the last even couple of weeks of school, really.
Oh, Toby, I thought we were the only ones who did this, but Toby said water fights on the bus.
Yeah.
Must have been a lot of people do that. Tana said my favorite thing to do was on the last day of school, our bus driver would stop at the local country store, let us off the bus to go inside, get pop and candy before taking us home. I don't know why this was so special to me. It wasn't that like I didn't get to go to the store any other time. I mean, sometimes we'd get to do that too. It just felt special that you're doing something you're not supposed to when you're riding the bus.
Right.
Yeah.
But it was sanctioned.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
It's sanctioned.
Sanctioned by the bus driver.
Dale said no school, no shoes, and he liked that. Go barefoot.
Yeah.
Wayne said not having to go to school. Duh, that's a favorite thing.
That last day, you talk about that 2-hour day.
Yes.
I don't know why people go to that. You got to come and get your report card.
I'm like, just give it
I
to
didn't
me.
want my report card.
The reason I wanted that water fight.
They mailed them anyway. Your report card, they'd mail it.
And they may have at our school, but they wouldn't tell you.
Yeah.
So they wanted everybody to
so
come.
both my parents were school teachers.
Yeah.
So my mom taught at Capshaw and my dad taught at the junior high. So I'd have to go with them because I rode to school with my parents.
Mm-hmm.
And so I would always have to go that last day until I got to high school. Then I was like, you know what? I'm not going. I am not going to do this anymore.
Wow.
Yeah.
Starting your own rules.
I did.
Yeah.
So after ninth grade, I never went to another come get your report card
I
day.
ain't doing that.
I ain't doing that.
Sarah said field day. That was always fun. And that wasn't
Loved
the
it.
last day, but it was like the last week of school. We would have different things that we would get out on all day. And like we'd try to carry an egg in a spoon.
Oh yeah, that was
have,
always fun.
The sack races,
Yeah.
all that stuff.
We would compete against the other schools, so we'd have a field day,
Mm-hmm.
and then we would compete in those same exact things with the other schools around.
Ooh.
We'd all go over to Tech,
That has to do with some pride right there.
and it was fun. That was because then you got to know some people from the other schools,
Mm-hmm.
and that way when you got to junior high, you knew a couple
That
of
was
people.
actually a good thing there.
It was. I loved it. I thought it was great.
A lot of people say just not getting up early, getting to sleep late whenever you want. Sydney said, I love not having to take books home and do homework and essays.
Well, that's your own fault for doing that in the first place.
Oh, come on.
Obviously,
Good job, Sydney.
Obviously, you can get through high school without doing that.
Someone said turning in my school and classroom books and, of course, field day. A lot of people say field day.
Well, that was a blast. I mean, are you kidding me? That was so much fun. You got to go out and play and hang around and with everybody else from the other classes, and I mean, it was just fun.
I mean, when you get to have fun, nobody says poo-poo to that.
Yeah.
I mean, they want to go and just have a good old time.
But in high school, the last few days of school, it was just nothing but running around.
Yeah.
I mean, you just did whatever you wanted. At least back in the day, you just did whatever you wanted to do.
Back in the day, I like it.
Well, at least I did. I just did whatever I wanted to. I mean, I went to school. I did the things I was supposed to do, I guess.
Well, Matthew, of course, he's Matthew Christ, Baxter Branch Library. He goes, summer reading programs at the library. Duh.
Oh, Lord. Come on, Matthew.
Good job, Matthew. He knows how to take it.
What a plug.
That was kind of smart. He probably did go to summer reading programs. He probably enjoyed it.
Probably did.
Yeah.
Weirdo.
Well, that's it. You can go on our Facebook page. What was always your favorite thing about the end of school year? Because it's coming up, the last day. Well, of course, the last day for seniors.
That's today.
Yeah. And then next week, they probably have field day all day next week. And then next Friday is the other grades last day.
Yeah.
In Putnam.
And you can watch the high school graduations for Upperman, Cookeville, and Monterey on Hub Plus. If you know somebody who wants to watch graduation, but maybe they need some help with how to watch that on Hub Plus, because it'll be on our Roku app, and it'll also be on channel 192 on Twin Lakes and on Spectrum. Best way to watch it is through the Hub Plus Roku app if you have Roku. But if you're somebody can't make it, wants to watch it, maybe they have a family member that's graduating, but they can't go for some reason, or maybe their grandparents, they're elderly and just can't get out, help them download the Hub Plus app and show them how to use it and just be helpful in that way. And
yeah, please do that. We appreciate you passing that along, because there's still some people that kind of wonder where we landed when we switched to.
We're everywhere.
107.7 Grace FM. If you haven't looked at that, it's also streaming on our Hub Plus app.
Yeah,
and that's our contemporary Christian radio station.
Also, Upper Cumberland Weather Channel, which paid off big this week. You can watch on demand of Randy Porter show.
Philip Gibbons is on that.
Yeah.
We've also done a podcast with Randy Porter and
Mm-hmm.
Ray, and I think Freaks will be coming up.
I think so too. Chelsea Dartez, Cookeville Lifestyles Magazine show on there. The Outdoor Showcase, you can watch that on there. We got plenty of content for you on Hub Plus. Thanks so much for watching this morning. It's Good Morning Cookeville. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio. Good Morning Cookeville's brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. We'll be right back.
No support from my broker, minimal commission splits, and outdated marketing tools.
Sound familiar? Accelerate your real estate career with Elevate. Experience broker support, coaching, and training on how to make your team successful, competitive commission plans, and cutting-edge marketing tools.
Join our innovative company with a proven system that compresses 3 years of business growth into just 1 year. Please call 931-520-6450. Elevate Real Estate. We help you accelerate.
Hey guys, this is Jeff Root, General Manager at Ford Lincoln Cookeville. Are you tired of having to wait at a dealership to get your car serviced? Well, then you're going to love Ford Mobile Service from Ford of Cookeville. From oil changes and tire rotations to simple repairs, our certified technicians will do their thing right in your own driveway thanks to our state-of-the-art mobile service van. Let us come to you. Schedule your Ford Mobile Service now at FordLincolnCookeville.com or give us a call at 931-526-3325. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Did you know that all of our stations have some great half-price Upper Cumberland deals? You're supporting local businesses and getting great savings at the same time.
Businesses like Fog Light Food House, CG's Boutique, The Exceptional Bean, Fire and Vine Restaurant and Rooftop Bar, and the Royal House of Cheese.
Visit any of the Cookeville Communications station websites for more information or to purchase a half-price gift card.
Good morning, Cookeville. I'm Jacob Vincent with the UCR Sports Report. 2 team seasons came to a close in the spring fling on UCR yesterday as the Gordonsville Tigerettes and Upperman Bees each were eliminated. The Tigerettes fell to Hollow Rock Brewston in softball 12-5 and 10-5 and fell a game short of making their 3rd straight state title game. The Upperman Bees fell to Greenville in the winner's bracket 6-2 and then South Gibson in an elimination game 3-1. The College Football Playoff Committee made a change in how teams are seeded for this upcoming season's college football playoffs. Rather than the top 4 conference champions getting byes, it will now be the top 4 ranked teams. The 5 highest ranked conference champions will still get an automatic bid into the 12-team playoff, but be ranked accordingly. The Chicago White Sox made history last year, losing 121 games. The Colorado Rockies are on pace to beat that number by 15 games, as they are now 8-42 through 50 games to start the season. The Phillies swept the Rockies and won on Thursday 2-0. It's the worst 50-game starts in the modern era, going back to 1901, and the worst since 1895 when the Louisville Colonels went 7-43. This morning at 11, the DeKalb County Tigerettes softball team will battle Gibbs for the 3A state title. We'll have full coverage coming to the website at uppercumberlandreporter.com after it concludes. I'm Jacob Vincent, and that was the UCR Sports Report.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila here. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. It's 6:33 now.
Well, our guest this morning will be Allison Bohannon Brandstetter. She's going to talk about the memorial ride for Darian Bohannon, her late husband who had ALS. That's coming up in June, and we'll talk about that, fundraising efforts for ALS. And Amber Larkins, she's a podcaster, business owner, and we'll talk to her about her podcast and even the business, which is just a creative visual content, and find out what she's doing with that, how that got started. She's founder of it. That's all coming up at 7 and 7:30.
Get to meet a new friend.
I know, it's fun.
Spoiler alert time. Things going on in the world of entertainment and music. Keep you updated on what's going on in the world. Tonight, you got Shark Tank on ABC, and so is 2020. Fire Country, NCIS Sydney is on CBS. UFL football's on Fox.
You trying to like it still, or are you giving up?
I've given up. Happy's Place, that's Reba's show. That's on NBC.
I like that show. It's fun.
On HBO, there's a series premiere, Pee-wee as himself. Pee-wee Herman, I guess.
Is it maybe a documentary then?
I'm guessing it's a documentary.
His life.
Missing Presumed Dead, that's on Nat Geo, a series premiere. New to stream, Clarkson's Farm is coming back. I really like
what that is.
Oh, it's I forgot what show it is where they
Is it about farm life?
Yeah. So the Clarkson, he was on another show that I can't remember the name of right now, but they would like take cars and drive them across the desert to see if they could make it or not.
I've seen that show. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But anyway, he's got a farm, and it's about him doing his farm, and
okay,
it's
and you like
it's
it?
entertaining, yeah.
Okay.
On Netflix, season 8 of Big Mouth. Congratulations, Sheila.
Got my own show.
Didn't know.
Not me.
Netflix season 1 of Forget You Not, also on AMC Plus. Off Script with The Hollywood Reporter. The Hollywood Reporter, that's a lot like Upper Cumberland Reporter.
You think so?
It's just local sports from Hollywood.
Yeah. That's funny.
Wouldn't that be funny if like Noah and Jacob were Hollywood reporters?
I would love to see that.
Put them on the red carpet and see what happens.
I would watch that.
Because Noah would tell people the truth about their outfits.
You look like crap.
That looks terrible.
What kind of taste is it? Who made this gown?
Right.
Who made this piece of crap?
Marvel Studios has delayed Avengers Doomsday to December 18th of 2026. The Avengers Secret Wars to December 17th of 2027. Robert Downey Jr. will return as Doctor Doom, with the Russo brothers directing both films. The ensemble cast includes characters from the Avengers, X-Men, and Fantastic Four franchises. They're just putting them all together now.
They're just like, look, it's been so good for us. What if we put them all together? That's really going to bring in the money.
They were all together for the Justice League when we were kids, which I always thought was weird.
You know, I never got into any of that except Wonder Woman.
Well, I mean, there was Wonder Woman, then there was the Wonder Woman cartoon there where she was part of the Justice League with Superman and Batman and Spider-Man and all that.
This then, saying Linda Carter is my one and only Wonder Woman still.
Oh, I love Linda Carter.
I mean, who doesn't? Girls love her, guys love her.
I mean, I
y'all love her for different reason.
Well, the only reason I wouldn't love, Linda Carter's different, but if you're a man, think about if you had a relationship with Wonder Woman, like if you were the lucky guy, and
where have you been all night?
And you've been right.
Oh, I've been working hard. I had to work
Lasso
over
Truth.
Lasso of Truth. Been down at the bar with my buddies, and I went to a strip club.
Yeah, Lasso Truth would mess you up.
Y'all would totally get in trouble.
Jimmy Kimmel has joined the voice cast for Smurfs. The live-action animated hybrid film features Rihanna as Smurfette.
How cute was she being Smurfette?
John Goodman as Papa Smurf.
Oh, love John Goodman.
And the film opens in theaters on July the 18th.
As much as John Goodman is loved, I still think he's underrated. How great he is on everything.
Well, he got his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Did you see that?
I didn't.
And
love him so much.
The dude.
Jeff Bridges.
Jeff Bridges was there to give like a little speech, and he brought this little satchel bag with him, and he opened it up, and it was the sweater that he wore
The Big Lebowski.
on the Big Lebowski. So he put that on and did his speech as the dude.
I love Jeff Bridges.
I do too. I love the Big Lebowski too. Just
You
a
know,
great
those
movie.
two had so much fun on that movie together. I
Yeah.
can see them being true life buddies.
The Devil Wears Prada sequel has a release date May 1st of 2026. A lot of remakes still.
People can't think of, good ideas anymore.
Yeah.
Go back to the old.
Right.
When we, like the 80s and 90s.
We should have named this show Live with Regis and Kathy Lee then.
Yeah, we should have.
Live with Regis and Kathy Lee too.
Except I'd rather be Kelly. I liked her even better.
Yeah, that's too recent.
She's my age.
No, I'm saying to do a redo of
Okay, yeah. Because the OGs were Regis and Kathy Lee.
Regis and Kathy Lee. Yeah.
You know what? She has a Tennessee tie. She's living in Nashville now.
Oh, really?
She sure is. So hi, Kathy Lee. She might be watching.
She's for sure watching. I'm sure. David Duchovny has married his longtime girlfriend Monique Pendlebury. They've been dating for 6 years.
It's about time.
David. He's 64. She's 31. They began dating in 2017.
So he waited till she was old enough. Well, I'll wait on you, honey.
Not till you turn 31. He was previously married to Taya Leone, which I didn't know.
I like her a lot.
From 1997 to 2014.
Yeah, I think they have children together.
They do too.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I think he went through a little rough patch.
You think so?
Now, I may be making this up in my head, but I think he had some trouble with alcohol and kind of messed with his marriage.
I got you.
Yeah.
Kim Kardashian has completed California's law office study program after 6 years of study, making her eligible to sit for the state bar exam. Her mentor, Jessica Jackson, praised her commitment, saying over the course of this program, Kim has dedicated 18 hours a week, 48 weeks a year for 6 straight years. That's a total of 5,184 hours of legal study. She began her legal journey in 2018. And now Kim Kardashian is going to sit for the state bar and possibly be a lawyer in the state of California.
You know, her dad, Robert Kardashian, he was O.J. Simpson's lawyer. One of them. He had several of them, but
I know, but I don't know. It's just,
you don't know if she's going to be like her daddy because he was.
well, I don't know. I mean, not a lot of lawyers with the sex tape. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, that's good. Forgot about that tape.
You forgot about it.
Yeah, I don't think about that much. I don't want to.
Taylor Swift is done getting dragged into the Justin Baldoni, Blake Lively legal drama.
You and I have talked about this. We knew. What did you say? She could be a little gangster.
I imagine Taylor Swift could be a little gangster.
Not like starting anything, but finishing it.
Finishing it, right.
I don't think she would want to be dragged through something.
Right. Like, I don't think you need to blank around and find out with Taylor Swift.
No, I'd be scared to make her mad.
Right.
She got people.
She got people.
She knows people.
Right.
Plus, I also think she'd write a song about you.
So Justin Baldoni's camp has withdrawn its subpoena, which Taylor's lawyers have been fighting. He'd been trying to get a hold of communications where Blake allegedly pressured Taylor to back her when things got tense on the set of It Ends With Us. So
I'd say they're not best buddies anymore.
we'll never see those texts now.
And we'll probably never see those two together again as friends.
Won't see that. We won't see who was on Epstein's Island. Those are two things that we'll just never know about.
I'm more curious about the other.
Yeah.
And who hung out with Diddy.
Well, speaking of Diddy, the trial had a star witness on Thursday. Rapper Kid Cudi. Cudi and Cassie were romantically involved in 2011 and 2012 when she says she and Diddy were on a break. We were on a break. Her mother, Regina, testified earlier in the week that Diddy had become extremely jealous of Kid Cudi and even threatened to release some sex tapes that somehow involved him and Cassie.
More sex tapes.
The rapper told the jurors that he was told that Diddy broke into his home and that he believes the mogul had his Porsche firebombed.
Gosh, that's serious stuff.
What in the world?
This is like a movie, and I'm sure it will be made into one.
Of course it will.
But it is like you don't really know real things like that happen, but they do in Diddy's world.
I guess. Some movies opening up this weekend. Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. Ethan Hunt and the IMF team race against time to find the entity, a rogue artificial intelligence that can destroy mankind.
Whoa.
I know that Tom Cruise is weird.
Yeah, he's different.
I really like his movies.
He's a great actor, though.
So I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Separate the person and the actor.
Yeah, right. And then the other movie opening up this weekend is the new Lilo and Stitch.
You know, they visit Graceland or something. I've been seeing this all over.
Oh, really?
The place. Yeah. Or either he visited Graceland to promote the movie, but there's Elvis songs in the movie and stuff. Because that's all I've seen all over social media.
It said a fugitive alien helps a lonely Hawaiian girl mend her broken family. So it's the same.
Well, I guess it's the same premise, but different movie.
Yeah.
You know, like an
Zach
Lilo and
Galifianakis
Stitch
is
2
one of
or
the
something.
voices in it. Jason Scott Lee's in there as well. So got some pretty cool voices. So Mission Impossible and Lilo and Stitch are opening up the movies this weekend.
Lilo and Stitch would be a really good family movie to go see.
And I don't think the weather's supposed to be great on Memorial Day. It's supposed to be a pretty rainy Memorial Day. So maybe Memorial Day turns into a movie day.
Memorial Movie Day.
I might go because Donna, she likes the movies,
Mm-hmm.
but I hardly ever go. I might go with her to watch that Mission Impossible.
That'd be good at the theater, I think.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I wonder if Tom Cruise still doing his own stunts.
They said that he is. I watched it was some sort of like 5-minute trailer, but it had interviews mixed in, and said he was still doing his own stunts. The guy's 60-something now.
No, I was like, I thought he was getting on up there to be doing his stunts.
Yeah.
Because I mean, not even 55 yet, and
No.
thinking I wouldn't be doing my own stunts.
No, I wouldn't.
No.
Absolutely.
I might break something.
Yeah, or at least pull something.
I know I'd definitely pull.
I'd end up in the hospital for sure. There's
My
no doubt.
sciatica would act up. I ain't doing that.
Coming up, we've got the real goods, couple stories that are positive and uplifting. Then we have round 5 of Ask Sheila. Sheila's 3 away from tying my record.
So I got to get them all right today.
You got to get all 3 right today, and you'll tie my record.
Good, but I'm not know if I'm feeling
Are you hearing that?
three.
Are you hearing that? You'll tie my record.
In other words, he was the first to do it.
6:47 now. It's Good Morning Cookeville, brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio. We'll be right back.
Elevate your space with high-quality window treatments from Willow Window. Our dedicated team crafts custom solutions featuring sleek blinds, elegant shades, custom interior and exterior shutters, and luxury drapery tailored to your style. Transform your windows into stunning focal points that enhance your home's charm. Reach out to us today for your complimentary estimate. 931 Window 1.
Unlock the best of local entertainment with Hub Plus. Do you have Roku? Download the Hub Plus app today. Dive into exclusive content like Good Morning Cookeville presented by Elevate Real Estate, catch all the action with high school sports from Upper Cumberland Reporter, and stay updated with the latest weather from Upper Cumberland Weather. Plus, enjoy fantastic local shows such as The Randy Porter Show and Cookeville Lifestyles Show. Don't miss out. Download the Roku app now and start exploring.
From the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Friday morning forecast. It's Memorial Day weekend eve, and we started out on a chilly note with many areas falling to around 50 early this morning. We'll warm up to around 70 this afternoon under sunny skies. Winds will be out of the northwest at around 5 miles per hour. Skies will be partly cloudy overnight with lows around 50 and calm winds. Saturday will feature partly sunny skies with scattered showers and storms developing in the afternoon. Highs will be around 70. Rain and storm chances will increase Sunday as a disturbance moves through. Highs will again top out around 70. Unfortunately, our Memorial Day is shaping up to be wet and stormy with highs in the mid-70s. Be sure you're following Upper Cumberland Weather on Facebook and X for the latest weather information.
When severe weather strikes, every second counts. Stay ahead of the storms with your hometown stations of Cookeville Communications, your trusted source for live, local, and accurate weather coverage with Anthony Taylor at Upper Cumberland Weather.
This is where your tornado warning is currently in effect, and we want you to be in your tornado safe spot right now.
We're always watching.
And this will be moving over the triple point of Van Buren County, White County, and Cumberland County here soon.
We're always ready.
All these locations need to be in your tornado safe spot now. If you're out driving, listening to us on the radio, you need to be getting off the road. You need to be getting into a substantial structure.
From breaking storm alerts to up-to-the-minute radar updates, our team is on the air, around the clock, keeping you and your family informed and safe when severe weather threatens the Upper Cumberland region and Middle Tennessee. When severe weather happens, be ready and stay ahead of the storms. With 94.7, The Country Giant, 98.5 KISS FM, 106.1 The Eagle, 107.7 Grace FM, and Hub Plus on your Roku device.
It's the weather you need when you need it.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila. We're here in the Willow Window Studio. Good morning, Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. We're live in the Willow Window Studio.
Well, high today, close to 70 for us. We're at 51 right now. So it was kind of chillier this morning. A little bit of a cold front moved through, but Anthony Taylor will have all the weekend weather forecast and update us.
Every day, Sheila, we go through some news stories, try to find some that are positive and uplifting, and we call it the real good. With Memorial Day just right here, right around the corner, coming up Monday, students at Milwaukee School of Engineering, MSOE, go fighting engineers in Wisconsin. They took time away from their studies to volunteer at a nearby national cemetery to help prepare the grounds for Memorial Day. The students worked with veterans, ROTC students, and staff to lay down fresh mulch and rake around key areas of the Wood National Cemetery. Chad Clogston, a mechanical engineering student who's also a U.S. veteran, was proud to help with the project and enthused about the progress that they made. This wasn't just for appearance, Chad said. It's about preserving the dignity of the space and ensuring that the grounds were peaceful and beautiful for those who would be visiting their loved ones over Memorial Day.
That's nice.
That is nice. Chad and his fellow MSOE students plan to continue volunteering at Wood Cemetery, as well as look into other ways to volunteer in the community. They're also interested in working with students from other universities to give back to the community and make a meaningful and lasting impact together. Way to go, Chad, and the MSOE fighting engineers.
Are you just calling them that, or is that what they call themselves?
I'm just calling them that. I'm pretty sure they don't have a school mascot.
But it would be great if they had the fighting engineers. That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
I believed it at first.
Right.
But then I thought maybe that's Jason's term.
I'm just messing around. I don't know. You can look it up. You can Google it yourself if you're worried. The class of 2025 at Bridgewater State University in Massachusetts, the Fighting Bridges, got more than just a diploma at their graduation. They got cash.
Yeah, who doesn't like cash?
Billionaire businessman Robert Hale Jr. was on hand to give the commencement address. And before wrapping up his speech, he announced to the graduates that he would give each and every one of them $1,000, telling them use $500 for yourself and give $500 to a cause or person who needs it. We're proud of you, Robert told the class. These are turbulent times, chaotic times. You guys have weathered the storm. Our community needs your help, your leadership, your empathy now more than ever. And here's some cash.
We need it. Here's some cash. We're going to pay you to have it.
So let's be real truthful here, Sheila. Somebody gives you $1,000 cash. Says use 500 on yourself, but the other 500 give away to somebody else. Would you really do that, or would you spend the whole $1,000 on yourself? And I'm saying, let's be truthful about it right now.
I would hope I would use the other 500 on a great thing and donate it. I'd really have to ponder it. Then I might invest it. What about you, Jason? Let's be truthful here.
I don't know. It would depend on what I wanted or needed at the time. Like if I needed something and it was $700, I'd probably spend the $700. Then maybe give $300 away.
I'd probably, if I had made a promise that I'd give it away, I'd give some of it away.
Right, but if you crossed your fingers, right?
Who made up that rule?
Or blackjack, no trade back. Remember that? I mean, there's ways around it, Sheila.
Okay. Yeah. I'd want my heart would be in it to donate it.
Yeah.
I'd donate it to the bean.
All right, Sheila.
Exceptional bean.
Here we go. We got your last 3 questions for the week. Get all 3. You'll be at 12. That will tie my record for the most right answers in a week.
So is there a theme today?
Food.
I like food.
I do too. The average person will eat 33 of these a year. What are they? And I'll say this about our area, about Cookeville.
Yeah.
I bet we'd eat more than this because we have 2 great places to get them.
It's not burgers because I think we eat more than 33. Is this a year? Is that what it said?
33 of these a year. But then again, I think people in Putnam County eat more than the national average.
Your hint was we have 2 of these.
Well, we have 2 places to get really good ones.
I'm thinking donuts because we have.
It's donuts.
Okay, we have Big O and we have Ralph's.
Right. And they're both
what I thought
they're
of.
both really good.
It is donuts.
It's donuts. That's
I was
the answer.
throwing that out there, but
Well, I thought that was a good hint saying
it's a great hint. Thank you.
I know we got Dunkin' Donuts. So technically we got 3.
Their coffee's even better.
Yeah, but the 2 are Big O and Ralph's.
That's the OGs of Cookeville.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Dunkin's is a chain, not knocking chain.
It's if you're in a pinch.
Well, their coffee is good.
Yeah.
I mean, their donuts are good too, but it's
that iced mocha latte they have.
Yes,
That's the
it's
only
really
fancy
good.
drink I'll have.
And it's good.
And it sounds like I smoke a latte.
Oh, well, that's cute. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
I smoke a latte.
Yeah. All right, next question, Sheila.
Okay.
According to recent statistics, the average person eats 21 of these a year. What are they?
What's about the same question as the first one?
Yeah. So this one, you probably do eat 21, but there might be in things or chopped up.
Well, when I think of chopped up, when you said chopped up, it made me think of the mini burgers at, excuse me, at the Doodle who has onions on it.
Onions is the correct answer.
I'm sorry, I'm all choked up over the onions.
Sheila, you well, could you stop that?
Sorry.
Man.
I'm dying here.
They don't do this on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, Sheila.
It was Regis and
the
Kathy
person who's participating don't have coughing spells.
Well, they cut that out and we're live.
All right, last question. If you get this one right, you tie my record.
This is making me nervous.
You've tied your own record already. 75% of adults eat one of these per year. 75% of adults eat one of these per year. What is it?
I was going to say peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, but I think we eat more of those than one a year.
Mm-hmm. You're close, though. It is a sandwich. I'll give you that hint.
One of these a year. You got another hint for me?
Not one that wouldn't just give it away.
Is it something I like?
Yeah, I think you do like these. You normally eat it with something else.
Eat a sandwich with something?
Yeah, like you might have a soup and this, or you might have
grilled cheese.
There you go, Sheila Scruggs. Yeah. All right. That's great. Where's the applause button? There you go. We'll be right back. Got some great guests coming up for you here on Good Morning Cookeville, live in the Willow Window studio. Hang out. Be right back.
TRN News.
Memphis leaders say a recent crime crackdown led to more than 160 arrests, including 50 known gang members. Operation Rolling Thunder ran from late April to mid-May and also resulted in gun and drug seizures, plus 10 federal indictments. City officials say gang-related crime dropped significantly during the operation. Mayor Paul Young and Police Chief C.J. Davis say the effort marks a turning point as Memphis continues battling high violence rates. The announcement comes as the DOJ closed their investigation into Memphis police and the FBI pledged more support. Nashville's emergency rental assistance program will end next month. It's a program that helps low-income families avoid eviction across Nashville. ERAP will officially shut down on June 30th after the Department of Government Efficiency cut their funding. I'm Lee Mowen.
Number one for news from across the state. This is the Tennessee Radio Network.
The Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council present the story of Tom and Levi.
Tom is the smartest man I know. He's been a professor at 2 major universities, been a teacher for over 40 years. One day, he told me that he was having problems in his classes. I think one of the students had asked the question and he didn't remember the answer. And I also noticed that he was letting his class out earlier than they were supposed to let out. And he was telling them that he was doing it as a favor to them, but I think in reality, he just wanted to get out of there. I was really starting to worry because I saw something was wrong.
Levi and I talked about how it would change our lives, but he was there beside me, and my love for him was just immense.
When something feels different, it could be Alzheimer's. Now is the time to talk. Visit alz.org/ourstories to learn more. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
The state of Tennessee carries out their first execution in 5 years using a new drug protocol. Oscar Smith received a lethal injection at the Riverbend Maximum Security Institution in Nashville Thursday morning. He was convicted of killing his estranged wife and her 2 sons back in 1989. Smith came within minutes of execution back in 2022 before he received a reprieve from Governor Bill Lee due to improperly testing drugs that were used in the execution. The search for a boy who went missing in the river in Clarksville comes to a tragic end. Authorities say they found the body of the 12-year-old Thursday morning at Billy Dunlop Park. He disappeared into the water Sunday and found less than a mile downstream from where he went missing. The fire that destroyed the historic Claiborne Temple in Memphis deliberately set. That's according to the Memphis Fire Department. Investigators now searching for a person of interest believed to be connected to this blaze. The landmark central to the civil rights movement suffered millions of dollars in damages. I'm Lee Mowen, Tennessee Radio Network News.
From the Cookeville Communications News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. After 20 years, DeKalb County will have a new sheriff come September 2026. Sheriff Patrick Ray announced to WJLE Smithville Thursday he will not be seeking re-election to a 6th term. Voters first elected Ray sheriff in 2006. He has served longer in the office than any other person. The Cookeville Police Department has announced it's increasing seatbelt enforcement as the unofficial start to summer begins. In a Thursday press release, the department said the effort is part of the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration's nationwide Click It or Ticket campaign. The press release said nighttime enforcement will be a particular focus and that law enforcement would make a no-excuse approach during the campaign. The State Wildlife Resources Agency reminding all boaters to brush up on boating safety skills as they prepare for the summer boating season. The agency says officers will be out on Tennessee's waterways this Memorial Day weekend to remove impaired boaters and check for other violations. That's the news from the Cookeville Communications News Center. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
From the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Friday morning forecast. It's Memorial Day weekend eve, and we started out on a chilly note with many areas falling to around 50 early this morning. We'll warm up to around 70 this afternoon under sunny skies. Winds will be out of the northwest at around 5 miles per hour. Skies will be partly cloudy overnight with lows around 50 and calm winds. Saturday will feature partly sunny skies with scattered showers and storms developing in the afternoon. Highs will be around 70. Rain and storm chances will increase Sunday as a disturbance moves through. Highs will again top out around 70. Unfortunately, our Memorial Day is shaping up to be wet and stormy with highs in the mid-70s. Be sure you're following Upper Cumberland Weather on Facebook and X for the latest weather information.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Cookeville, it's a brand new day. Jason and Sheila got so much to say. From the heart of Putnam to the downtown streets, they're bringing you the buzz, the people you'll meet. Tuning dial up, let the stories flow. Good morning, Cookeville, it's the place to go. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic and share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. From festivals to fairs, local art to the games, they're keeping you connected, knowing all the names. With laughter and stories, the hour flies by. Jason and Sheila keep the good vibes high. Tune and dial up, let the stories flow. Good morning, Cookeville, it's a show to know. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. Oh, good morning, Cookeville. Every morning feels so bright with local voices by your side. Jason and Sheila keep it real. Cookeville's heartbeat you can feel. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. So grab your coffee, start your day. Good morning, Cookeville's on the way.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. Good morning, Cookeville's brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. It's 7:07.
I was like, yes. Hi, everyone. We've got a couple of guests in here. Tanya Jarrett and Allison Bohannon Brandstetter. Her dad, Darian Bohannon, had ALS, and you're having a memorial ride for him. So when did this start? Is this the first memorial ride?
Yes, this is the first memorial ride. He passed away from complications of ALS in April of 2024. So it's been just over a year since he passed.
So that's you started this pretty soon after that, then. Well,
did he ride motorcycles and stuff too, or
he was the president of Middleton Jeeps.
Oh, okay.
Love going to car shows, and
yeah.
So we just want to do something that he would have loved to do when
right.
he was here.
So
it's a great way to honor him and remember him.
So this is more of a car show type thing than a motorcycle thing, and I'm just mixed up on it.
No, so we're doing a show and shine with 5 different categories. You have a best of show, a motorcycle class, classic cars, Jeeps, trucks.
Oh, cool.
Cars. So if it has wheels, bring it out. And then we're also going to be doing a poker run.
Oh, neat. I love those.
Putnam County, and there's even one in Overton County, all the stops.
Oh, really? So is it 2 going on at the same time, or is it just one big one that encompasses a large area?
Just one big one.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's a whole day of fun.
Yeah.
So when does it start? Like, where do you show up at to get going?
Gates are going to open at 8 a.m. It's going to be at the old Putnam County Fairgrounds. And then
Do we call it the old yet, or I mean, what do we do? I mean, I'm with you. I don't.
Well, if we don't say old, people won't know which
Right,
one to
because
go to.
because you say the new fairgrounds and people know what that is.
Right.
So I guess we do have to say it's the.
That's what I've been saying.
I mean, that's I don't know what to call it.
Right there on Veterans Drive.
Yeah, yeah.
So, Tanya, tell us how all this got started, and why y'all are so honored to do this.
It got started because Allison and her sister Elena really wanted to do something in his honor. Darren was a really outstanding member of the community. He was a really big helper. He was the guy that if you were on the side of the road in the middle of the night that you called and knew that he was going to come help you. And so just in his memory, they wanted to make sure there was something to just keep his memory alive. And this just kind of came out of a lot of different ideas with the Jeep Club and everything, collaboration with them.
A lot of love, too.
For sure.
Was he a member of the Jeep Club, too?
He was the president of Middleton Jeeps.
Middleton Jeep. So that was the club you were talking about then.
Yeah.
So I'm sure all of his friends that were with that said, hey, we need to do something.
Yeah.
So,
They're all very excited to get to be a part of it.
so how has the community been? I'm sure they're very supportive of y'all. He seems like he was known all over
Yes.
Cookeville.
Very supportive, especially the county mayor, Randy Porter. He's helped us a lot. I mean, he's always been like a brother to my dad, so we've always been really close. And he's got so many connections. He's been helping us out a lot, too.
He's been a huge help.
So I know that y'all are raising money, and where does that go?
All proceeds that we raise are going to go to the Vanderbilt ALS Research Center. That's where my dad was set to receive treatment. He had his first appointment a couple days after he actually passed away. So that's where we're going to be donating all the money to for ALS research.
I'm telling you, we're so lucky to have Vanderbilt in our area. They do so many things with different types of research for different disabilities, different ailments, different even cancer research. And I know this is dear to y'all's heart because of your dad, Darren. So what are some misconceptions people might have about ALS that they probably ask, they don't understand? And Lou Gehrig's disease.
Yeah, that's the thing is a lot of people know it as Lou Gehrig's disease. The thing about ALS is a lot of the symptoms masquerade as other diseases, so a lot of times it's really hard to diagnose. A lot of times until you're really far along, you don't even know what's going on. So the research to be able to do different testing to figure out what's going on so that you can get treatment sooner is really the biggest concern at this time.
So is there good testing for that now?
There's not.
There's not.
Testing. It's really elimination of symptoms, more or less, and just figuring out, okay, you've got all these symptoms. There's nothing else going on that could cause them. It must be this.
Oh, so it's just a process of elimination to get to the bottom of that deal.
Oh,
Then.
that sounds so frustrating.
Very.
Sounds like, your dad probably had to go to many different doctors or see many specialists to find out really what was wrong.
Yeah, it all started out, he had a brain aneurysm, and so he had a coil put in to relieve the pressure. And then he had that put in February of 2023. And then by July, he wasn't eating. He could barely walk. So he took him to St. Thomas. And they were like, okay, like you're starting to eat. You're getting a little bit better. So they sent him to the Blue Roof here in Cookeville for some inpatient rehab. He walked in and he never walked since.
My goodness.
That's one of the symptoms of ALS. I mean, you slowly start to lose everything. You lose your ability to walk, and then you lose your ability to talk, and then eventually you lose your ability to breathe.
That was so quick.
It's kind of like suffocate. Yeah. So thankfully his didn't progress to all of that. He couldn't walk, but he could still eat and talk and everything. But he suffered a heart attack as a complication from ALS. Which kind of is a blessing. I know that sounds morbid, I guess.
No, I get it.
You didn't have to suffer.
Right, yeah.
It's hard to watch your loved ones go through anything, and especially, when you can't help. You feel so helpless. And how old was your dad?
49 years old.
Oh, my gosh.
So young.
Oh, my
Ooh, I'm so sorry. That is a tough thing. And then to continue his memory and legacy here too. I can see why. I mean, you're young, you know, so being able to have that piece of your dad around too, and be able to do something with that is awesome.
It is, and you're also educating all the other people who may be going through something like this. And did the doctors think it was something else at first because y'all were talking about process of elimination?
They were kind of going through different things. They thought it might be from where he had laid in the bed so long he just lost all of his muscle mass and everything. But they did nerve testing. He actually left his mother's funeral early in November 2023 to go get testing done, and they confirmed that he did have ALS. So he found out in November 2023, and by April 2024, he was gone.
Oh my gosh, that's progressed so fast.
His was particularly fast, even though the average lifespan after you're diagnosed is only 2 to 5 years.
I didn't realize.
I didn't know that either.
I knew it was a devastating disease.
I learned more about ALS than I ever knew already today.
Right.
So thank you for
I admire you both for coming on and talking about it.
Got a memorial ride coming up here soon. It's on June 21st. We'll get you more info on that and let you know more about that event coming up here in just a little bit. It's Good Morning Cookeville. We're here in the Willow Window Studio. Hang out, guys. We'll be right back.
Discover unbeatable value at Freedom Pond, your ultimate one-stop shop. Conveniently located at 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta, we offer a vast selection of guns, ammo, knives, instruments, cameras, game systems, jewelry, tools, kayaks, trailers, and more. Whether you're buying, selling, or trading, our expert team is here to help. We're now open on Mondays, so visit Freedom Pond Monday through Saturday. Come see us and experience the difference. Freedom Pond, the friendliest and cleanest pawn shop in the Upper Cumberland.
Your home, your sanctuary. This includes your outdoor haven as well as the interior of your home. Willow Window can elevate your outdoors today with elegant and innovative products from SummerSpace. From awnings and outdoor shades to porch enclosure systems, transform your porch to your favorite part of your home. SummerSpace has the perfect solution specific to your needs. Call Willow Window today for your free estimate, 931-WINDOW1.
Unlock the best of local entertainment with Hub Plus. Do you have Roku? Download the Hub Plus app today. Dive into exclusive content like Good Morning Cookeville presented by Elevate Real Estate, catch all the action with high school sports from Upper Cumberland Reporter, and stay updated with the latest weather from Upper Cumberland Weather. Plus, enjoy fantastic local shows such as The Randy Porter Show and Cookeville Lifestyles Show. Don't miss out. Download the Roku app now and start exploring.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. Good Morning Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. We're in the Willow Window Studio at 7:17. Happy Friday morning.
And we are talking to Tanya Jarrett and Allison Brainstetter. I said Branstetter. She's got the brains right here.
Yeah.
But she is the daughter of Darren Bohannon, and he passed away last year. So they're doing a memorial ride for him. And you said he was the president of the Middle Tennessee Jeep.
Yeah, Middleton Jeep Club.
Middleton Jeep Club. And the memorial ride has to do with if you got wheels, you can come on and be a part of this. So tell us when it's going on and how people can be a part of it.
So the event itself is June 21st at the old or current Putnam County Fairgrounds.
We think we've got one more fair.
Yeah, we think so, yeah.
So gates will open at 8 a.m. and it's going to go all the way till 2 p.m. We're going to have vendors, food trucks, poker run, show and shine, silent auction, all kinds of things going on.
Are there trophies for the show and shine?
Yes, there are trophies.
He's big on trophies, y'all.
Well, you know, I here's what I know about car shows and car guys. They love trophies.
There is trophies, and Hydro Hoist of Tennessee has donated a $500 prize for
Hydro Hoist.
Hydro Hoist boat lifts.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So they've donated that $500 to the fan favorite.
Oh, that's
Wow, that's
great.
cool.
That's really cool. And
I
then
love that name too, Hydro Hoist.
it sounds like those things that you put on like the little jet packs. Have you seen those?
Oh, in the water?
Yeah, that's what it sounds
It's
like.
not that fun.
Yeah.
Hoist you up in there.
Yeah. That's what it sounds like. And if somebody wants to participate, is there any sign up that they need to go through, or is it a show up and participate kind of deal?
Show up and show out.
Right, that too. But they can sign up the day of, or you can jump on our website, driveoutals.org, or our Facebook page. It's just Darren Bohannon Memorial Ride to Drive Out ALS.
Yes.
So there's the links to sign up on either of those pages.
Okay. And then is there a cost to get it to show your car?
It is $20.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's $20, and then it's $30 to participate in the poker run.
Okay.
It's got 5 stops. It's going to be super fun.
What kind of prizes are available during the poker run, or is it just money at the end?
So the poker run, I think you missed it.
I think
the
I did
poker
the
run
mistake.
was the $500
Yes.
cash prize. The
Oh,
show
okay.
and shine are trophies, and then there's also a bigger trophy for overall fan favorite.
I got you.
So yeah, there's $500 cash prize for that, and
Well, there's some really good prizes for these car shows. And
Oh yeah,
runs.
yeah.
I mean,
They're not playing. I mean,
Yeah.
it's car shows are a serious thing. Yeah.
they take a lot of time to prep them too. They
Yeah.
spend days and
Oh, I-
hours out
yeah.
there shining their wheels.
and that's what's half the fun too, is talking to the owners of the vehicles,
Mhm, it
and
really
finding out
is.
what they get into, how long they've been working on that vehicle, and it's
Well,
just
a
interesting.
lot of times, it's just a constant work. Like
Yes.
they never stop,
And they don't want to stop.
or they don't want to stop.
They
That's
don't.
that's
They always want to be working
yeah.
on it.
I got this. I got this new chrome piece I'm going to put on. You know, I mean,
exactly.
it's always something. I love talking to car guys. I wish I was one,
Yeah.
but I don't have the time nor the cash.
Well, it's like I said, the talking to them is the best because they're passionate about it too.
Yeah. Yeah,
sure.
And it kind of makes you want to go, what? I need something to work on. I'm like, I wouldn't do good.
It's
at
way
that.
too much work.
But I love the classic cars. The Jeeps are cool too because there's
Mm-hmm.
so many different accessories for Jeeps now. I guess there always has been, but you just notice them more now, and all the lights in under it. And
Lights, yeah.
I don't know what it is about those lights.
It is
You know,
just
like
so
on my car, it'd be ridiculous.
Right, but on a Jeep, somehow
On
it
Jeep,
works.
yeah, it's cool somehow.
Well, I'll tell you a little secret about me. Like if I had, sports cars are great and all, but my play car, if I had some extra money just to have a play, it would be a Jeep.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, I'd love to go mudding. I'm like a country girl. And all. I would love all that.
You know, will y'all have those? Y'all have plenty of rubber ducks because it seems like I see a lot of rubber ducks in.
Oh, I'm sure the mid-10 Jeeps, I think they'd probably be all about those ducks.
How did that get started? Do you know anything about that? Because I see Jeeps all the time with rubber ducks in their windshield.
I don't know exactly how the duck part got put in play, but I know someone left a rubber duck on like someone's Jeep saying like, "Hey, I like your ride," and now it's just kind of become
Now it's a thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Anytime you're walking through the parking lot, you see. Those, and I was.
That's the worst part too. Is I used to have a Jeep, and you hit your brakes too hard, and you have ducks flying at you.
Little rubber ducks all over the place.
What happened? I don't know. All I saw was rubber ducks. All right. So give out your website one more time, just because in case people missed it.
Yeah, it's driveoutals.org.
Okay. driveoutals.org, and you can get all the information about what's going on June 21st and how you can get involved with that. It's a great event, and it should be a bunch of fun because it's not a lot of times when you go to a car show, it's either classic cars or it's either this or either that. This is a cool one because you get classic cars, you get Jeeps and motorcycles. And not many people do motorcycles.
Yeah.
So this will be really neat. Bet you see a bunch of Harleys.
Oh, yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, and they shine them up too. Those
Yeah.
those classic Harleys, those American Indian, or what do they call it, the Indian motorcycle.
Indian motorcycles, yeah.
Man, those are sharp
Those are
too.
cool.
And the antique motorcycles. I don't know. Have you ever been to a motorcycle show?
They look
Yeah,
real
they're
gorgeous.
really
Those
cool.
antique ones.
The antique motorcycles. I don't know. There's something about them just looks way cooler than.
The craftsmanship's just
Yeah,
different,
yeah. There's something about them. I don't know what that is either, but some of their setups that they have around to the classic cars and all that. I mean, they have big setups around it too, and then they bring their trophies that they won
They've
from
already
other.
won. I love it.
I love it too. It's like this is how awesome I am. So, I mean, you can look at the other ones if you want, but
Look at all my trophies.
yeah, that's right. How many being at the old/current fairgrounds? A lot of room for a lot of different vehicles. Do you have a limit, or do you know how many are coming already, or are you still early enough that you're still in the sign up phase?
We're definitely still in the sign up phase, but we hope that we run out of space. With just anybody that wants to come, there's so much room. So, yeah, there's really no limit.
Well, you said that you were going to have a fan favorite. Do people walk around and vote? How does that take place?
There will be an envelope that people will vote with their dollars, with their donations.
Oh, great idea.
Collects the most.
That's
Will be a
brilliant.
fan favorite.
Yeah.
So somebody could just.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah,
But
for
hey,
sure.
it's all
But
going for a great
cause.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did y'all start that website? You said Drive Out ALS? Mm-hmm. That's a great one. And it's easy to remember, too.
Yeah.
And then that your cause there,
Right.
driveoutals.org.
.org.
Yeah.
.org.
And then the poker run. So do you, the route for the poker run? What is that? Because it's going to hopefully be a beautiful day.
Yes.
And Putnam and Overton County, there's some great places to drive around and see. So where will you be going on the poker run?
So our first stop is going to be at Landers KTM in Monterey.
That's right. Yeah, Chris.
Yes.
They even are going to be giving away some sort of prize during the poker run.
I figured
We went and
so.
talked to him,
Yeah,
and
it'll
he
be
was
something awesome,
He was
yeah.
more than welcome.
They are a generous bunch.
They really
at
are.
Landers KTM.
And then we are going to go down to Livingston and go to Highway 111 BP in Delhi.
Okay, yeah.
And then head over to RLC Motorsports.
All right, they're good guys there too.
And
You
then
think I can learn to ride a motorcycle by
I bet you could. We'd have to get you one that.
Just I'm a girl, so I don't mind riding
Right.
shotgun.
We'd have to figure out. Well, I don't believe you could reach the clutch with your little legs.
No, me
No.
Short people problem.
It is,
I
yeah.
didn't mean to interrupt.
No,
You
you're
said,
good.
Livingston, and then from there,
So Landers KTM, then Highway 111 BP in Delhi and Livingston, RLC Motorsports in Allgood, and then we're going to go to M&W Towing and Recovery in Cookeville, and then Scott Avenue Baptist Church, and then Midas of Cookeville, and then head back to the fairgrounds.
Okay, that's a good trip. The trip from Landers KTM down into Livingston, that road's always pretty and fun to drive
That's
on.
always a nice ride.
Yeah, and it's all downhill. So.
I bet
some
this will
gas.
keep getting bigger and bigger. I mean,
Yeah, what year did you say this was?
Our first year.
Oh, this
very
is year
first,
one.
yes.
Oh my gosh, y'all seem so organized already.
I'm amazed.
That blows me away.
Because even, the flyer, she sent the flyer to me, and then
Yeah.
I was like, oh, well, this has been around a while.
Yeah. You're one of those people, aren't you? That
Between the two of
that
us,
has
yeah.
like spreadsheets and stuff.
Yeah.
Knows how to do Excel.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's for her daddy, so
Yeah.
she didn't do it right.
I know. Listen, but if I was in charge of doing something for did you think I'd be this
So,
organized?
Sheila, I need you to help.
Yeah.
make a spreadsheet and get the word
Well.
out.
Right.
Now I'm calling them.
That's true.
Yeah.
They're much better than I am.
It's coming up on June 21st. You can get more information at driveoutals.org. It's a car show. It's a Jeep show. It's a motorcycle show and a poker run. And there's food trucks. And it's just going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to go ahead and say the weather's going to be perfect
Yeah, yeah.
for June 21st for that.
Her daddy's going to talk to God
Yeah.
about that.
Right. Yeah.
Hey, thank you so much for coming in and good luck on your event. Let us know how we can be more help if we can be. We sure would love to do that. It's Good Morning Cookeville. We're live here in the Willow Window studio. Good morning, Cookeville's brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. We'll be right back.
No support from my broker, minimal commission splits, and outdated marketing tools.
Sound familiar? Accelerate your real estate career with Elevate. Experience broker support, coaching, and training on how to make your team successful, competitive commission plans, and cutting-edge marketing tools.
Join our innovative company with a proven system that compresses 3 years of business growth into just 1 year. Please call 931-520-6450. Elevate Real Estate. We help you accelerate.
Never, ever, 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 never, ever, ever, never been a better time to buy a new Ford than right now. Hey guys, this is Jeff Root, General Manager at Ford Lincoln of Cookeville. For a limited time, Ford has announced employee pricing for everyone. You pay what we pay. Everyone gets employee pricing. There's never, ever, ever, ever been a better time to buy a new Ford than right now. Come see us, 1600 Interstate Drive, or visit us online anytime at FordLincolnofCookeville.com. See dealer for details. Some exclusions apply.
Did you know that all of our stations have some great half-price Upper Cumberland deals? You're supporting local businesses and getting great savings at the same time.
Businesses like Fog Light Food House, CG's Boutique, The Exceptional Bean, Fire and Vine Restaurant and Rooftop Bar, and the Royal House of Cheese.
Visit any of the Cookeville Communications station websites for more information or to purchase a half-price gift card.
Good morning, Cookeville. I'm Jacob Vincent with the UCR Sports Report. 2 team seasons came to a close in the spring fling on UCR yesterday as the Gordonsville Tigerettes and Upperman Bees each were eliminated. The Tigerettes fell to Hollow Rock Brewston in softball 12-5 and 10-5 and fell a game short of making their 3rd straight state title game. The Upperman Bees fell to Greenville in the winner's bracket 6-2 and then South Gibson in an elimination game 3-1. The College Football Playoff Committee made a change in how teams are seeded for this upcoming season's college football playoffs. Rather than the top 4 conference champions getting byes, it will now be the top 4 ranked teams. The 5 highest ranked conference champions will still get an automatic bid into the 12-team playoff, but be ranked accordingly. The Chicago White Sox made history last year, losing 121 games. The Colorado Rockies are on pace to beat that number by 15 games, as they are now 8-42 through 50 games to start the season. The Phillies swept the Rockies and won on Thursday 2-0. It's the worst 50-game starts in the modern era, going back to 1901, and the worst since 1895 when the Louisville Colonels went 7-43. This morning at 11, the DeKalb County Tigerettes softball team will battle Gibbs for the 3A state title. We'll have full coverage coming to the website at uppercumberlandreporter.com after it concludes. I'm Jacob Vincent, and that was the UCR Sports Report.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good morning, Cookeville. It's Jason and Sheila. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio. Good morning, Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate.
And we're happy to have Amber Larkins on here with us. She is the founder of the business Empowerography. It's a visual content agency. We'll talk to her about that. Also, she's got a podcast, Through the Trauma, and you can find her on Instagram as well, and probably on Facebook too.
Oh yeah, Facebook, everywhere. I'm everywhere.
I'm on all the socials.
But you have really good, amazing content too, and that's what your job is. So how did you really... What was your vision when you started Empowerography?
Well, that business started as fitness photography, actually.
Really?
Yeah. After my son was born, he's 13 now. So when he was born, I thought, it's a shame that you pay a photographer, but then you have all these moments that you want to capture. So I got a camera, asked for a camera for Christmas that year, got a camera and started learning, like self-learning photography. I had come out of the fitness industry and had really just loved it, but was not really a part of it anymore. So I was like, I want to kind of still stay engaged in
What did
fitness.
you do in the fitness industry before this?
So I actually competed.
Oh, okay.
For a while.
Oh, really?
I started doing that when I was here in Cookeville. Yeah.
So with like like the bodybuilding type stuff?
Yeah.
Like you were the person and all that? And
Well,
I know you're very fit, but you're gorgeous.
Well, thank you.
So I guess that's not what I had in mind. I'm thinking you'd be a personal trainer, but that's some really disciplined stuff.
I tried personal training, but personal training was it
a lot
started,
of counting to 10.
Well, it started tearing me away from I didn't enjoy working out anymore when I had to push somebody else to do it. So I've always loved fitness since I was a little girl. I remember going to the grocery store with my mom and picking up the magazines, and I'm like, I'm going to look like this, and she's like, don't look like that. But yeah, that's kind of it. Started in fitness. I wanted to stay engaged in that industry, and so I started just shooting people, just asking people at the gym, can I photograph you? And then business just took off from there.
Nobody thought that was creepy.
No,
her, she's very
well. I approached the women. I did approach the women, but quickly, like the first girl that I shot, she's like, "Oh, I have a trainer that I need to get you engaged with him." And then once she plugged me in with him and his wife, they plugged me in with all their people.
I got
you. Sure, there was nobody else doing that. Fitness photography.
It was not as prevalent as it is today.
So there's more that do that.
Yeah, now. So this has been 10 years ago, I guess. Over 10. Well, 13 years ago, because my son's 13, so I keep track of it that way.
So what's the difference, and this may be a really stupid question, I'm sorry if it is, but what's the difference between photography and fitness photography? Like is it basically the same, but you just specialize in only doing fitness? Like, are you taking pictures of people working out, or are you going to shows and competitions and taking pictures, or all the above?
I was doing all of the above, but I really enjoy the creative side of, I love which kind of is where I'm at today. I love this whole Beauty to Ashes or Beauty and the Beast, like this contrast
yin-yang type thing.
This contrast of making beauty, but you're also in this grit of the gym. And so I loved the creative side of it, and it fed my creative bone a lot.
How much did it help when you are part of that fitness world? You know what it takes to work out, and I would think you have a different different thought about what the pictures need to look like as well. So it probably helps that you were involved in that.
I did always, you do know from competing how your body moves and how the angles that look good, because you have to present yourself as such on stage. It's grown tremendously since I've done it. My last show was in 2005, which kind of gives away my age, but after 2005, I
guarantee you we're still older. Well, Sheila is for sure.
I'm 3 years older than him. He acts like I'm 20 years older than him.
Don't you love how
Just
they do
don't
that?
even listen to him, Amber. No, go ahead. We pick and light. That's fine.
Yeah.
But I'm so impressed with anybody that really has a regimen and sticks to that. And then to know that, I know that they're probably very particular about how you do photograph their bodies.
Wouldn't it be great to have that willpower, Sheila?
Yeah.
To be, to do that.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, I can't even keep myself from drinking a Mountain Dew.
That's why I have so much respect
for
runners and weightlifters.
It's amazing. Yeah, I wish I had it. How side note, how do you, are you just born with willpower, or do you have to really think about it every day to really go and work out and be fit and all that? Because I know that's a big push right now around the country is be fit, maybe not go and be in a show, but just be fit. To have that willpower to get up and do that every day and make time for that every day. How does that work?
I think that it's something that people they do because they find a love for it. People want a goal. They want something to work towards, whether that be fitness or success or financial or whatever that looks like. I think people really strive. And in this life, we have purpose, right?
Yeah.
And I think anything that you can kind of subscribe purpose to in your life and work towards, there's a reward there. People find fitness, and this is funny because this is what kind of led me into the podcast. I was shooting fitness, and fitness people would come to me and they would just open up. I don't know.
Right.
I'm an empath, and I think people would just share with me what they had been through and how fitness had helped them overcome.
I got you.
And I'm like, I started praying about this because I'm like, God, it's not really fair that I'm getting to hear all these stories, but these are super inspirational stories. And everyone should hear this.
Mm-hmm.
So I started putting it on social media, and I'm like, this is not doing it justice.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a vision years ago for this podcast. So that's kind of what led me into the podcast. I'll tell you real fast, kind of as I started shooting fitness, which is the hardest genre, photography, by the way.
I would think so. Yeah.
Because lighting is so important. Working in gyms is, that's complicated.
No, not the best lighting in a gym.
I learned on strobes. Most people learn with natural light. I learned with strobes. I started buying, as soon as I made money with photography, I bought strobes and the flashes, and, so I could control the light.
Right.
But then I quickly moved into business photography, mainly shooting fitness businesses. Because, I have a love for business as well, business and fitness. So that's kind of the journey. But to answer your question, I don't know that people are necessarily born with, I think we're born with willpower, but it's where we apply that willpower.
And I'm sure there's days that, we think everybody just that wants to work out and is disciplined about it feels like, oh, I'm going to get up and work out every day. I'm sure there's days that you feel like, I don't want to do it today, but you push yourself.
Well, just like anything.
Yeah.
It's just like anything. But that's
what you're passionate about, too.
It is, and it proves yourself. Like every day that you make the decision to do the thing, it's like you're proving yourself. You're building confidence in yourself by doing that.
That's 100%.
Yeah.
Just keep doing it. Don't give up.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, one foot in front of the other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's like that with anything. Fitness is one thing, but it's like that, with raising kids. It's like that with, with going to work or building a career or, whatever you're trying to build in life.
Mm-hmm.
How has fitness helped you? Well, I see how it's grown. You've grown into the business of it.
Yeah.
Then you've grown into photography and then now a podcast. But how has it helped you mentally and emotionally? Just align everything. Yeah.
This, I'm going to point back to a big reason that I have the podcast too. Fitness has played an instrumental role in my own life. And I know that there was, in the darkest moments of my life, fitness was the thing that pushed me through. So
it gives you a purpose to get up and go do it.
It does.
And a release, probably.
Yeah.
Yes. And when I started hearing these other stories of other people, I'm like, I'm not alone. People have overcome tremendous things, addictions and sicknesses and health obstacles, all kinds of things,
That's really unique, though. Because everybody finds their thing when they overcome something. And I do think, we've
even heard
Michael
that.
England,
Yeah, I was hard to say. We even hear that from Michael England. Goes and does all these 5Ks and all that stuff. And then the amount of people who have overcome, like you were talking about, through long distance running, so there's all kinds of those types of things. And I guess it could be anything. We talk to people who are artists and they paint or they make something out of wood, and that's their path, I guess.
Their path and their release.
Right. And it's like,
helps you deal with your emotions.
Everybody needs something like that. That's a great point. Cause we're talking about fitness, but it doesn't have to be.
No,
I was just thinking how we were saying that, our passion is radio, and then I moved into radio sales, and I'm like, I've never done this before, but you push through it and you just keep doing it. And then, like you said, the confidence is building, and I'm like, oh, okay, I think I can do this.
That's right.
And then you learn your way.
Yeah.
That's right.
So that's our journey in life.
That's
We just keep learning and keep moving and keep doing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree with you. It's about the mindset and building that resilience.
Yes. And you learn more about yourself when you push through it.
You do, and you learn what you like and what you don't like. The things, it's wherever you channel that thing. So, with anything, if you channel that motivation or that discipline into whatever, like you said, an artist, you can definitely channel it into that or whatever moves you and drives you. That's the beauty of uniqueness, of us all having different callings and different purpose in life.
Right. These are all great things. This is all good stuff to hear on a Friday, right?
Yes, it is.
Of course, we're going into a 3-day weekend, so we'll have to remember all this for Monday. No, for Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday.
Yeah, so you might want to go back and watch this episode again before you go back to work on Tuesday.
Well, I do think that's why I love
motivated.
podcasts and learning about other people's stories. It really, you can learn from other people and their experiences and what got them through things. So we'll get into talking about her podcast.
Absolutely, yeah. It's all coming up here on Good Morning Cookeville. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio. Good Morning Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. Hang on, we'll be right back.
Elevate your space with high-quality window treatments from Willow Window. Our dedicated team crafts custom solutions featuring sleek blinds, elegant shades, custom interior and exterior shutters, and luxury drapery tailored to your style. Transform your windows into stunning focal points that enhance your home's charm. Reach out to us today for your complimentary estimate. 931-WINDOW-1.
Unlock the best of local entertainment with Hub Plus. Do you have Roku? Download the Hub Plus app today. Dive into exclusive content like Good Morning Cookeville presented by Elevate Real Estate, catch all the action with high school sports from Upper Cumberland Reporter, and stay updated with the latest weather from Upper Cumberland Weather. Plus, enjoy fantastic local shows such as The Randy Porter Show and Cookeville Lifestyles Show. Don't miss out. Download the Roku app now and start exploring.
From the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Friday morning forecast. It's Memorial Day weekend eve, and we started out on a chilly note with many areas falling to around 50 early this morning. We'll warm up to around 70 this afternoon under sunny skies. Winds will be out of the northwest at around 5 miles per hour. Skies will be partly cloudy overnight with lows around 50 and calm winds. Saturday will feature partly sunny skies with scattered showers and storms developing in the afternoon. Highs will be around 70. Rain and storm chances will increase Sunday as a disturbance moves through. Highs will again top out around 70. Unfortunately, our Memorial Day is shaping up to be wet and stormy with highs in the mid-70s. Be sure you're following Upper Cumberland Weather on Facebook and X for the latest weather information.
When severe weather strikes, every second counts. Stay ahead of the storms with your hometown stations of Cookeville Communications, your trusted source for live, local, and accurate weather coverage with Anthony Taylor at Upper Cumberland Weather.
We have additional storm activity extending up into Smith County, on up into Gainesboro. This is not severe, just some heavy rain.
We're always watching.
Heed my warning. You're under a tornado warning right now. Very likely a tornado heading your way.
We're always ready.
The storm cluster will be moving towards Lafayette and Hartsville and northern portions of Smith County within the next 30 minutes.
From breaking storm alerts to up-to-the-minute radar updates, our team is on the air, around the clock, keeping you and your family informed and safe when severe weather threatens the Upper Cumberland region and Middle Tennessee. When severe weather happens, be ready and stay ahead of the storms. With 94.7, the Country Giant, 98.5 KISS FM, 106.1 The Eagle, 107.7 Grace FM, and Hub Plus on your Roku device.
It's the weather you need when you need it.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. It's 7:47, and Good Morning Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. Happy Friday.
Yes, we have Amber Larkins in here with us, and she not only is a founder of her own business, a photography business called Empowerography, but she has started a podcast about all the folks that she has met, and the folks, they have stories about how they've worked through fitness and have a purpose through fitness. And then you said you've shared so many stories with different people, and you thought you need to do it justice. So it's Through the Trauma podcast.
That's right.
So, without really talking about people specifically, can you say what kind of stories that you've actually heard that even has helped you when you're interviewing somebody?
Yeah, for sure. So let me back up. The podcast has evolved. So this has been 2.5 years I've been doing it now. And it did start with me hearing fitness stories and then wanting to bring those out. And this was stories from, people that was told they would never walk again, or that I photographed this girl who had cerebral palsy, and they told her that she couldn't lift weights. And here she is in there like squatting. I'm like, these are super
It's an
inspiring
amazing story.
stories.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So this is what really motivated me to start some type of platform that gives these stories justice. But the podcast didn't start right away. This was years of praying through this and trying to figure out what that looked like.
What's the next step? Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
But the podcast started because honestly, God just started opening these doors for me, and I started the podcast not knowing what I was doing, not having a clue, just literally putting one foot in front of the other. And it started out, I was covering all trauma stories. So whatever, if someone had trauma, my only stipulation was that people had overcome it. I didn't want to tap back into someone's trauma that they couldn't, they were going to be re-traumatized. Right. So I come up with these 4 pillars around the podcast, which is trauma story, transformational journey, triumph story, and takeaway. So I'm like, I want to be sure that you've already hit all these points and you have that takeaway moment. So I just started interviewing people that had stories. But over the last 2 years, it's really evolved more into people that have stories, but people that also have healing modalities or businesses or things that can help people. Because I found that that's what really is vital, because we have people that's listening to the podcast who's in the middle of their trauma. They feel hopeless, they feel lost, they feel alone. And then if you bring someone in who says, now I help people kind of overcome this, or I have this modality that helps people overcome, then it provides substance, for my listeners. So it's evolved a lot. Not to say that I wouldn't just have someone just to share their story, because there's validity in that for sure. And inspiration. But I think that when I can pull people on and I can really be the conduit that helps this person who has something to offer, which 9 times out of 10, they have their own story as to why they're doing what they're doing.
Well, that's probably how they figured it all out.
Exactly.
That's, a lot of people figure things out by going through it or failing at something. And this, so they've probably, if they know how to help somebody, chances are they've been through it already.
That's right. It's very inspirational for them to share that, because then when you look at them and you say, well, this they're successful, they have this coaching business or this supplement business or this whatever it is, it gives hope to someone that's possibly right in the middle of their trauma.
And that's what we're looking for when we're smack dab in the middle of something and everything seems dark. And you hear somebody else, oh, you went through the same thing and you got through that.
That's right.
How did you do that? And that's where that story is. And that's where you could help somebody really make a difference.
Yes.
And you give somebody hope, that gives them new life.
It does.
Yeah.
So the podcast started as more of a fitness podcast and it turned into this, or was it always your intention to get to the trauma? Or did I miss the first part of that?
Yeah, so let me connect that for you. Okay. So when I was doing the fitness photography and I was hearing these stories, I started praying about how I could take these more public, right? And
so you're taking pictures and people are just talking to you.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, they're just opening up to me for whatever reason.
Happened organically, really.
Very organically. And so I started these photo shoots called Transformation Through Trauma. They were a pretty elaborate photo shoot where it was 2 photo shoots in one, where I would photograph the trauma and then I'd photograph the triumph. The problem is, it's asking someone to kind of tap back into that trauma. So I struggled a little bit with not really being qualified to do that because I'm not a therapist. So do I bring a therapist on? Then you start adding in all of the creativity and the makeup artist and the production crew and, the video that goes along with it. And it just gets really expensive for the client. So I'm like, this works for some people and it's great. And eventually I do plan on really reintroducing this group, but at the time I didn't really have an audience for that.
Right.
So that's really when I kind of made this transition from fitness. Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
Fitness is I talk with my hands. So
that's all right. We hit these microphones all the time. Yeah.
I hit it all the time. I get the look from Jason, girl.
Yeah.
Fitness is a modality. It's just another modality to help overcome.
Mm-hmm.
So the more I learned about trauma and the more I learned about overcoming, I'm like, this is something that it goes way beyond just fitness. So that's what took me in the direction of just trauma in general.
So how is the podcast doing? I mean, do you have are people listening / watching from all over the country? Are people reaching out to you like, man, this has really done great? Like how because you hear people all the time, oh, I've got a podcast. Well, it's not that hard to start just a podcast, but it is hard to do it right, and it's hard to get noticed. How has that worked for you?
So the funny thing was, for the first 2 years, I said, I'm not really a great speaker. I'm not really great at interviewing. I'm not really a great listener. So
That's not true.
Well, I might suck at this whole deal.
That's right. And so the first 2 years, I'm just testing things out. Can I even be consistent with this? And
You're pushing through.
I would go back through every podcast and I would listen to it and edit it myself. And I'm like, oh, I say a lot of uhs and ums and like, and I, it's a work in progress. But after the first 2 years, I'm like, okay, now I'm going to really focus on growing this thing. And so this year we've grown and I've seen growth with it. Some days I get discouraged because it is hard to grow it and it's hard to get noticed with it. But every time that I'm like, I get together with God and I'm just like, I can't do this anymore. This is too much and it's too hard to grow and it's wearing on me and it's still a passion project of mine, right? And someone will come out of the woodworks, someone from somewhere, I get a message. It's this long message. You have no idea how much this has helped me. You have no idea, like, this really helped me through whatever. And I'm like, okay, well, I can't quit. So guide me, Lord. Where do I go from here?
Yeah, the podcasting world is just so crowded. There's so many.
How do you stand out?
Yeah, right. And I mean, we struggle with that. This what we're doing is new. I mean, we're a radio show that turned into a video TV show pretty much, and we've stepped out on the ledge of doing this where we're not on the radio anymore. We're just on video now, and that just hadn't been done.
It's been a scary step.
It has been a scary step.
You don't want to lose what all you gained in the other form you were doing on radio, but it's like, what would life be if we didn't step out and try new things?
That's right.
Yeah,
that's the fun part of it.
That is the fun part of it. It is both the scary and the fun part, all at the same time. Yeah. It's very, and it's again what you were talking about, getting that little bit of somebody, saying, "Hey, I watched, I learned, I listened, and I enjoyed it."
More than people think.
Yeah.
And sometimes you do reach. I mean, I pray about it all the time. Like, what can I do to make things better? I can, and then, like you said, somebody pops out and gives you, "Hey, I enjoyed this," or even you had the new listeners that we said hi to this morning, or viewers, and it really makes a difference.
Oh yeah.
And I'm so impressed with you. Said you were listening back, and that's the way we started in radio. We listened back to ourselves and find out, okay, we need to get better on this, and I'm sure I need to listen more.
We should probably go back and listen to ourselves more often.
Sometimes I do, and I'm thinking, oh, I'm a country hick, but I'm like, okay.
Well, yeah, but you're you're a lovable country hick. So.
But it's all the journey is a beautiful, scary thing.
It is. And you have to take the risk though. It's like, and the evolution of how technology is, we have, like you said, you guys have evolved, you're evolving into something new. And that's
when you stop evolving, there's that hope is gone. So it's like, you want to hope and you want to wish and you want to have purpose, and that just keeps you motivated.
That's right.
Yeah. That's what life is all about.
It is. I agree with you.
Ups and downs.
That's right. And embracing embracing it through the journey.
So where do we find your podcast at?
So I'm on all podcast platforms. Okay. I'm on YouTube. I have a video portion of mine as well. So it's on Spotify and YouTube in the video format. And then audio is, you can find it anywhere you listen to. Yeah.
Podcast on your phone and all that.
Yeah.
What do we search for?
Through the Trauma.
Through the Trauma.
Yep.
Okay. And get on there and watch that. Sounds great. And And you said you got a whole team. You got like makeup people and everything.
Well, I work with when I do the photography stuff. I work with
Okay.
freelancers.
All right. See, Sheila, we're not going to be getting you a makeup artist for Good Morning Cookeville.
Who's that makeup artist?
Yeah. Sheila's been wanting one for a little bit now.
They're
Do
awesome.
my hair and makeup every day.
When they did the deal for Cookeville Lifestyles magazine and they did the makeup and hair for Sheila,
I loved all that.
you would have thought she was a queen. And
You mean I'm not?
But it does make you feel like a whole new person. When you have your hair and makeup done, you're
Yeah.
like, can't tell me nothing.
They were professional, knew what they were doing.
it's probably like getting a really good cooked steak for us guys.
Yeah.
So it's
Something like that.
probably
You
the
feel very
same feeling.
special.
Look at that is a quality steak.
Buddy.
Amber, thanks so much for being here. We really appreciate your time and good luck with all the podcast stuff. Like, because I know it's difficult and you're still doing the fitness photography. That's like your main job.
I do a lot of different things, but yeah, fitness and branding. I work with a lot of brands as well. With the photography side.
All right. It's Good Morning Cookeville. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio. Have a great Memorial Day weekend. We won't be here on Monday. We're going to have a 3-day weekend with the rest of you.
But Tuesday, Michael England, we were talking about him, his runners podcast. He'll be in to talk about that and the Freedom 5K. And Thomas Watson from Salina is going to talk about some of the events going on there.
Okay, good stuff. That's all coming up Tuesday morning for you here on Good Morning Cookeville. Have a great weekend. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.